Hello.
Hi, Colin.
Yes.
Hey, Alec, USA Football.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm alright. Thanks for your patience. I couldn't shake another call in time to pick you up.
It's no problem.
Yeah, so Colin, fill me in. What's the radio station again here?
This is the college radio. Or I'm not. We're not broadcasting live right now. I'm recording this on my laptop so I can play it again later for my project. It's just a project to raise awareness for a foundation that you feel passionate about. And I've been playing football my whole life. I'm still playing here at McDaniel. So I thought it'd be cool to raise awareness for the heads up football program in this area. See if I could get some. It's really just to try and get some media exposure, and I thought this would be a cool way for me to do it.
Oh, very good. And what's the university?
It's McDaniel College in Westminster, Maryland.
Westminster, Maryland. I'm sorry, what was the name of that again?
McDaniel College.
McDaniel?
Yes.
Okay, very good. What year are you in?
I am a sophomore right now. I'll be a junior next year.
Alright, good for you.
Yep.
Excellent. Alright, well, I appreciate your consistent communication, and I did get your email this morning, and uh, we can knock out these three questions whenever you like.
Okay. There was one that I added in. Second one, just nothing difficult. It's but okay. So the first one is really just what is the USA Heads Up Football Program. What are you guys all about?
Right. Okay. Well, first off, USA Football is the sport's national governing body. We are an independent, nonprofit organization based in Indianapolis, and USA Football now trains more youth and high school football coaches combined than any organization in the country.
That's awesome.
And we work with leading medical organizations and experts across sport to establish important standards to advance player safety and how the game is taught and played. And that really dovetails with our Heads Up Football program. So Heads Up Football is a program that was created and is administered completely by USA Football in our nonprofit office. And Colin, to sum it up, in terms of defining Heads Up Football, it is for the good of high school and youth athletes. We are establishing through this program standards rooted in the best available science to change behavior for the better. And that comes from education. The medical community is quick to point out that education changes behavior, and we're seeing that through Heads Up Football, which is it is a young program, but very ambitious to the point now where the program has been available for the youth high school community for 2 full seasons. It was introduced to and made available to all youth football programs in 2013, and high school football programs were made. I guess the program was made available for high school programs last year in 2014.
Okay.
So in this short time span, we've seen more than half of all U.S. youth football organizations register and participate in Heads Up Football. And in just 1 year on the high school level, nearly 1,000 high schools registered for it as well. So to have that kind of engagement in a short span of time is encouraging. And I should note that Heads Up Football is not something that can be mandated. All of those organizations and high schools that participate in the program do so as a value proposition. So they deserve a great amount of credit in showing dedication and commitment to not only their players' safety and well-being, but also their coaches' education. And that is what Heads Up Football is about. about. It's a comprehensive method of education for coaches, players, as well as parents. And I'd also want to add that it's very notable that the program has been observed and evaluated by leading medical organizations and has earned the support of industry leaders in medicine, including the American College of Sports Medicine, as well as the National Athletic Trainers Association, as well as others. So those are that's the kind of support that is really humbling and informs our nonprofit shop that we're doing things the right way. We greatly value that level of support from industry leaders when it comes to athlete safety.
Yeah, that's awesome because, when I like I said, I had started playing youth football since since I could, walk. And I really wish, this kind of stuff was available at that time because of how much, like you said, how much you guys have discovered and how much better the game is now at the youth and at the high school level. That's awesome for you guys. That's why I'm trying to, expose this because I want people to start to understand, that there's a proper way to do certain things and there's a way to figure it out.
Most definitely. Again, I go back to education changing behavior. That this is not your father's high school football. This is not your father's youth football. The game is being played better, and it's advancing player safety and increasing the quality of coaching. And in some actions speak louder than words. You're seeing, again, more than half of all youth football organizations in this country are taking part in Heads Up Football, and nearly 1,000 high schools across 44 states have taken that first step. There is far more work to be done, and we're encouraged about this season and are excited about more youth leagues and high schools joining this movement.
That's awesome. Okay, so my second question, which actually the one I said I was going to introduce to you now, but you basically answered it to me, so I'm just going to go on to my next one. How do coaches get Heads Up certified, and have you received any feedback from coaches, positive and negative maybe?
Certification for our Heads Up Football program is attained by registering at usafootball.com/headsup, and you can also find that on the homepage, usafootball.com. So that is easily done, and again, it continues to grow, and feedback has been excellent. As a matter of fact, if you were to Google Heads Up Football success stories, you would find a wide range of editorial documenting how this program is changing for the better, how the game is being taught and played. And I should note that Heads Up Football is adaptable. As a matter of fact, just this year, we've added 2 key pillars to the program. And Heads Up Football incorporates the fundamentals of the sport, including what we term heads-up tackling, as well as heat and hydration protocols, again, established by leaders in medicine. Concussion recognition and response protocols put forth by the CDC. Proper equipment fitting to optimize player safety to ensure that helmets and shoulder pads are fitted the proper way. And this year we've added heads-up blocking, a technique to, again, advance player safety and sharpen a player's fundamentals of this really all-player skill, along with sudden cardiac arrest protocols. And many of these health and safety elements, Colin, are relevant in all sports and physical activities that young athletes love to play. So, sudden cardiac arrest, many may not realize this, but it is a leading cause across all sports when it comes to athlete fatalities, which is tragic.
Mm-hmm.
And so bringing greater awareness to this is something that we feel very strongly about, and partnering with the foremost leaders in this area to advance awareness and strengthen education, and really arm parents, coaches, and players with information that, for a long time wasn't part of participating in sports, whether it's football, soccer, hockey, lacrosse, baseball, basketball, whatever it might be. So I have to say, I believe most all sports are giving proper awareness to topics like this. I think there's been an encouraging shift in education, not just in football, but in many sports for the good of young athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very positive development.
Yeah. I was just a question that's going to piggyback off of something that you just said. Have other, because the name of the company is USA Football, but has there been other sports or people that have reached out to you guys that that have said, hey, maybe you can have a sister company that can do this for hockey or for soccer or baseball or anything like that?
Excellent question, Colin. And I can tell you that other national governing bodies of sport have reached us to ask, how have you gotten Heads Up Football off the ground so quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and what did you do to get the ball rolling on it? So I think football, like in many respects, I say this humbly, has been a leader in establishing important standards of player safety, and I think you're going to see more sports follow football's lead in addressing these important topics.
Oh, that's awesome. Because it's definitely not just a football issue. Absolutely. Okay.
No, definitely. In fact, that's important to underscore that, and often this comes up in regards to head injuries, but that is not an issue for simply boys or girls or football. It's a sports issue, and again, I think a number of sports do deserve a good amount of credit for addressing this topic.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so just to wrap it up here, just one last question. Why do you believe it is so important to stress to kids at the younger ages of football the proper contact form in football?
Mm-hmm. And this comes straight from the medical community. We have been told that a fundamentally sound player is a safer player, and to develop those strong habits, to know that to keep the head up in a proper block or a tackle, that's how you reinforce those good habits. So utilizing a program that's been endorsed by leaders in medicine in our country's leading organizations when it comes to athlete safety, you know that you have a program that's going to teach the game the right way. And high schools and youth leagues that are employing this program, there's no question on the level of commitment they have for their players as well as coaches' education. So I think it delivers a number of positives and certainly peace of mind, knowing that this method of coaching and playing has earned endorsements from the medical community, and it's going to establish proper habits. And now what we're seeing that's very exciting is from youth organizations through high school, there is a continuum of Heads Up Football within communities where a youth league and a high school are both plugged into Heads Up Football, so an athlete is sharing the same terminology and having the same good habits and player health and safety practices reinforced as they graduate through the sport. So I think that's very encouraging and exciting in a game that we've enjoyed for more than 100 years in our country.
Yeah.
And it's an exciting first, and it's only going to get stronger.
Yep. Hey, Steve, you have been more than helpful for me. So just one more big thank you. You've been a big help for my project, and I really hope that people can listen to this and get the right message from it, and also relay the message out to more people so that people can get an understanding about what Heads Up Football is, and some more people will get Heads Up certified.
No, thank you very much, Colin. Certainly there's more work to be done, but we're inspired to do it, and I appreciate your interest in USA football.
Thank you very much, sir.
All righty.
Have a good day.
You too. Thanks, Colin. Take care.
Yep.